Good morning, YouTube. How are you? It's your boy, Morgan Homewood Building, Robo for Life, 15208 412. Come holla at your boy. Yep, how are y'all? Been gone for a couple of days. No, I ain't been on in a couple of days. I know. I gotta start being more consistent with y'all. We're getting on here, going live, but everyday life seems to consume the thing I be trying to do. I be trying to bring y'all. Oh shit! I be trying to bring y'all some good content. Everyday life seems to come along and deter me to do something different, but as long as I got my day ones, as long as I got my loyal subscribers, I'm thankful and I'm grateful for y'all. So I want to talk about, I know I'm probably late, but I want to talk about this 14-year-old girl that shot her mother. She shot her mother, I think, in the face 3 times. I forget the little girl's name, but I think I mentioned this before, that she shot her mother over vaping. She was vaping, from what I hear. Then she shoots. She calls her friend over, and tells her friend that she want to come over. Did anybody want to come over to see her mother's dead body? So what possessed this little girl to at her mother's, hey, punch lucky baby, to look at her mother's dead body? Then she shoots her stepdad and runs off. Then get caught. Then she had the nerve to be in court crying like she was remorseful, when all the while you could see her in the video, she had no remorse, she had no second thoughts, no nothing. She went and got the gun, hid the gun, walked on camera with the gun, but she hid the gun behind her back. Knew exactly where the camera was. Before she even shot her mother, she peeked her head around the corner to see if her mother was in the kitchen. Her mother wasn't in the kitchen, so she went in there and shot her. Then comes back in the camera, in the kitchen with the gun still behind her back. She puts the gun down somewhere, then gets on the phone. Then when she's in court, she's crying. What are you crying about? And this goes in this society. They're not allowed to discipline their kids. Now, when we were growing up, we never thought about doing shit like that to our parents, because we got in trouble because they found out we were smoking, we were vaping with mobbing. When certain kids found out, when their parents found out that, hey, you're there. When their parents found out that they were smoking, oh, they made them pay for it. When you got caught growing up. Well, with me, I'm Gen X. So when we got caught smoking, not me, but when certain people got caught smoking, when their parents found out that they smoked, they made them smoke a whole pack of cigarettes. To stop them from smoking. You know, it was sick than a motherfucker. Work with some, because I know when I used to smoke, when I first started smoking, they made my motherfucking stomach hurt. But this little girl unalived her parents because the word is that her mom found a vape in her room. So she blew a gas. Then they tried to play in court that this little girl was insane. They tried to play the insanity role. They do the mental illness role. And every time one of these court cases or something like this happens, that's what they do. They try to cop that insanity role. There ain't nothing wrong with these people. These people is not insane. They are not insane. On my way to make donuts. But yeah, these people, ain't nothing wrong with these people, man. You know, that's just one of the things that should have been discussed earlier. But you know, it's taken me and my wife a while to get this house together. I mean, we're making progress. We put a real big dent in it, put a real big hole in it. Then there's another thing that, you know, I've seen to people. Some people are losing their mind, man. Like they are just really killing people just to kill them for no reason at all. For no reason at all. I don't understand it, man. Like it's but like I was saying, the laws have these new age parents now to where they are scared to put their hands or to discipline their kids. They let their kids run rampant. They let their kids do whatever they want to do. Then when you get tired of it, you try to discipline them. The system deems you to not do that. You're not allowed to do that. So you're not allowed to hit your child. You're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed. Man, says who? Says who? Now, growing up as a Gen X, now, if we was able to call the people on our parents, because they hit us, man, you know how many parents would have been locked up? There'd have been whole neighborhoods. Because we knew wrong. We knew that if I do this, there's a consequence for my actions on everything. There's a consequence for your actions on everything. Especially that, man. You got motherfuckers still out here doing things against kids, molesting kids, touching people the wrong way. You know, it's the age to where you see something, say something, or you see something, everybody films something. I see a lot of people, a lot of these videos to where people is getting just destroyed. People is out with their phones. Some people help, some people step up, some people nip it in the bud. But but some people don't. A lot of people are gravitated towards drama. Like I despise drama. I despise drama. I despise drama. You know, but it's like you can't have one without the other. It's almost like doing the wrong thing is necessary to balance out the equation on things. That's the second car I've seen where there's flashers on and they're pulled off to the side of the road. It's like it's a necessary evil that has to be done in order to balance out things. Because if you don't have balance, you're off. You're thrown off. Even in life, if you don't have balance, you're thrown off. If your life is not balanced out to equal each other, if your bad decisions and your bad deeds or things that they can see doing bad outweighs, quote unquote, the things that you do good, if it outweighs that, your balance is off. If your balance is good and not saying that it's a good thing to do off the wall type shit, but it's like a necessary evil. It's like a necessary evil must be done to balance out everything. Because it's just like if you live in a neighborhood where there's no crime. So you live in a neighborhood where there's no crime, nothing is done, nothing out of the ordinary is done. Everything is in this neighborhood is perfect. It won't feel right. It won't feel right. In order for it to feel right, something has to go on in that neighborhood in order for it to feel like it's real. Damn, I think I just ran over a bird or something. But anyway, you know, she unalived her mom. I've never, in my 54 years on this planet, never thought about unaliving anybody in my family. I thought about punching people in the face, you know. Well, I've never thought about unaliving anyone in my family. Outside of my family, yeah, there's a certain few that I would love to. I ain't gonna say love that. I ain't gonna say I love, but there's a certain people I would have liked back in my younger days to unalive. But now I'm too old for that. I'm too old for drama. Too old for all that shit. Like y'all already know what's going around on the news and all of that shit. Pete Diddy, they done arrested him for having fucking orgies. They claim he's being arrested for having fucking orgies. People been having orgies. High society been having orgies for years. You know what I mean? You can't arrest somebody for being too fucking freaky, or grown ass men and women wanting to get their goddamn fuck on. These is grown men and women. If they want to go to a party out of town and take their girlfriend out of town, oh, you know what, let me throw a party or some shit like that. Nobody knows what really went on at Puffy's parties except the people that was there. News medias and all the rest of this shit don't know what went on there unless they was there. You know, people could, I'm not saying he didn't do it, I'm not saying he did do it, but people could be exaggerating things. If y'all knew he was doing this all this time, why ain't y'all stop him earlier? Why wait? Why wait for it's almost time for the election to start before y'all start taking people down? And there was a debate on that, you know, they brought up R. Kelly, you know, they was going to bring him up. Or they brought up R. Kelly, you know, the comparison to what Sean Combs is doing to what R. Kelly is doing. They both are accused of sex trafficking because they took their girls or their women over state lines and had relations with them. If that's the case, me and my wife go over state lines and we have sex. Is that sex trafficking? Am I sex trafficking my wife? But the thing is, y'all did all this. This man ain't doing nothing no different than what Hugh Hefner did. Drew Barrymore was an underage girl, and she was at parties at the Playboy Mansion. She was drinking at the Playboy Mansion. Come on now, you can't tell me she ain't get her little cherry popped at the Playboy Mansion. You know, so what's the difference between Sean Combs, R. Kelly, and Hugh Hefner, and Harvey Weinstein? What's the difference? It's just that day and age that makes the difference. That's all. There's really no difference. Hugh Hefner was he wasn't even an actor or entertainer or you know what I mean, or athlete. He was just the man who created Playboy, a magazine for men. You know, and underage girls was all up in them magazines. Half of the models in Playboy's magazines wasn't over the age of 18. Half of them wasn't over the age of 18. Some of them girls was minors. Looked at old, had the grown adult body, but age-wise, they wasn't of age. You know, the only difference is between all the people that I just named or just mentioned, society. Society deems who is worthy and unworthy. It's balance. It's balance. Oh, you know, wait a minute. Hey, we got too much of this going on, so we need to balance this out to get this back up. So we're going to have to do this in order to balance this out. There's always an agenda behind anything that has to do with celebrities getting in trouble. Because if that's the case, you know how many people Diddy is associated with? Sorry if y'all can't see me right now. I'm driving. It's kind of dark. But you know how many people Diddy is associated with? That if he starts singing like a canary, if he starts singing, you know how many people's going with him? Henceforth, what that sound like? New Jack City, Nino Brown. When Nino Brown stood up in court and was like, "Oh, I ain't gonna be the only one going down. I got a list of people that I want to take down with me." Yeah, because it's not just him. There's a reason why these certain celebrities are being targeted and being taken down. That other certain celebrities can be able to get away with doing. I don't, me and my wife, I don't really get involved with the internet shit. What's going on in celebrity's life, or an entertainer's life, because they're not putting no food on my plate. Just by me being involved in what's going on with them or paying attention to what's going on with them, that's not putting food on my plate. They're not helping me. They're not calling me talking about, hey, do you need this for such and such, or hey, get ready to come up over there and drop this off to you. No. They're entertainers. Like watching them, like watching what they do. As a fan, yeah, I love it. As a fan, I love it. Yeah. I love what they do. Whether they act, model, sing, dance, play football, play basketball, tennis, whether you shoot ducks for a living. If I follow you, I follow you, but and I look at life so differently now, to the point to where I fall back and watch people. I'm quite sure y'all heard me say this time and time again. I just sit back and watch people. I watch how they move. I sit back and watch these YouTubers. How certain people inspired me to start doing my own YouTube channel. I may not have the platform that they got. I may not have the followers that they got. But, I have my foundation. And certain YouTubers inspired me to do that. And then there's certain YouTubers I just sit back and watch and be like, man, they are messy. Messy. You got people who I used to follow and watch. They wilding out. You got people on here who was tight, like a pair of drawers on a fat ass, tight. Now they just fit like, you know what I mean? They're like granny panties, all stressed out, and the elastic waistband them blew up. Them been stretched, re-stretched, shrunk, and re-stretched again. Now the panties just fall down every time you walk. You gotta constantly keep pulling them up. They don't fit no more. And that's how I see certain YouTubers now. They don't fit each other. They don't balance each other out. Like there's a lot of people we used to follow on YouTube that we don't see no more. You know, some of them I see, they don't be involved in drama. They with their household, you know, their kids, they were all about their household, their kids, and doing this and doing that with their kids. And then you got other YouTubers that's just out here just to tear a person a new one. You know what I mean? You got your YouTubers out here who think they're above and beyond because they got a couple dollars.
Police reported ahead. Checks out, unless it's a free-floating, full-torso vaporous apparition in a Crown Vic.
You know, you got some people who you can tell that never had money. Then when they get money, they change. I mean, don't get me wrong. Being successful, oh man, I would love for my YouTube channel to just pop off. You feel me? I would love for my YouTube channel to just take off. But it's not the case. I don't do drama. And that's what basically is out there in social media land, is just straight drama. Besides the hurricane stuff. Move, little bunny rabbit. You'll be food. But yeah, that's my take on things, man. Certain things. Wait till I sit down and really get in deep with stuff. But make sure y'all go check out all my other platforms. You know, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on this video, hit the thumbs up on this video, hit the share button on this video. You know, I'm gonna get my wife to start editing the videos. You know, I'm gonna get her to start doing that. So, till next time, y'all. Love y'all. Peace. Stay blessed.